Hey guys, Carlos here from Angler's Lifestyle. Well, it's now middle of October and I never thought that it would come, but trout season is here. So what does that mean? Well, first of all, I'm here at Quarry Lakes. We're here at Fisherman's Row. Okay, Christy, just so for you, Fisherman's Row is this stretch, okay, a beachfront here, and essentially we are in front of the pavilion, okay, and this is a channel here at Quarry. All right, right here there's the boat docks, and then there's Janet. Say hi, Janet.
Hi.
Okay, there's the boat ramp, okay, and behind that boat ramp is the ADA pier, and this stretch, okay, of shoreline here, okay, is what we call Fisherman's Row. All right, usually in the weekend this place is filled with anglers. Okay, we're lucky today, it's a Monday, and it's my wife's day off, and we have time to fish. Okay, so trout season means for city anglers just like myself, I get to stock up on PowerBait, I get to stock up on artificial lures, and as you know, I am raising fishing worms as well. But really, it's really my composting worms that works very well. And because I feed them a lot of vegetable scraps, they get really fat, okay, and they're perfect for fishing for trout. Anyway, there's a lot of PowerBait selection out there. If you've been to the fishing aisle at either Big Five or Walmart or Dick's, you'll see a variety of different type of PowerBaits, different type of artificial lures, and again, it boggles me. There's so much products out there that anglers can use to fish for trout. And you've got an entire industry that is designed for just essentially creating these baits and lures for trouts. Okay, so when I first started fishing for trout, I started to collect PowerBait jars, and after a few of those PowerBait jars, I said to myself, you know, I gotta get myself a fishing bag, and of course I decided to get one of these Berkeley pouches that holds a whole bunch of PowerBait, okay? But again, there's a lot of colors that you can purchase out there, and so as a beginning angler, I don't suggest that you buy a whole lot of different colors, okay? There's only certain colors that you really should stock up on. But again, first and foremost, if you are an existing angler, go through your pouch of PowerBait and make sure that you toss, you know, any of those old PowerBait. Put your finger in there and make sure that they're still soft. If they're no longer soft, just chuck them. All right, go through your bag and make sure that the color selection is there. It's, you know, practical for your particular area. Again, I fish for planted trout. None of these are spawned here naturally. The source is Mount Lassen, or again through the state. Okay, these are the smaller Department of Fish and Wildlife trout. But anyway, if you're just starting out, there's only certain colors that highly suggest that you purchase, and you can get by with a few colors actually. One that I highly suggest is garlic. Okay, this says garlic natural scent. All right, again, that's by PowerBait. I also highly suggest green pumpkin. Okay, this is actually great. It's got like a black speckles in them, kind of make them look like trout when you shape them accordingly. I also suggest, even though this is the most expensive Berkeley product, trout dough product on my bag, it's made by Gulp. Okay, it says here it outfishes all other bait, and honestly, I must tell you, it's really good. It's a really good product. It's called Chunky Cheese. Now, warning, you know, again, if you're starting out, sometimes it's hard to swallow, you know, the cost of buying this particular jar because it is expensive. I've seen this as expensive as $6.99. It's like, why would you pay for a small, 1.75 ounce of trout though for $6, $7? But I must say, I've caught a lot of trout using this particular bait. One other color that I highly suggest that works very well is the basic rainbow. Okay, rainbow is a combination of yellow, green, chartreuse. Again, it's got some glitter in it, and it's perfect, especially here at Quarry. For some reason, orange is a color that trout actually desire here. Again, there's a few colors, that you can purchase if you are just starting out. Okay, you can start with those power baits, but eventually you can move on to power eggs. Again, they come in different colors. You can also try some of these floating mice tails. Okay, there are different colors that you can purchase. Again, you can try them accordingly. You can start your collection of mini jigs. Okay, mini jigs are really great because when the fish are actively swimming, okay, hunting the shallows, this mini jigs actually work really well with your ultralight gear. Again, as a beginner angler, I don't expect for you to have an ultralight, but it's a good investment. It's a good investment to have one medium power rod that you use for bait and soak. Hey Dexter, is that you?
Can I get a shout out?
Yeah, hey. Again, we're here at Quarry, and a shout out to Dexter. Let me show you. Okay, Dexter right there. He is the he is the resident kayak dude. Say hi, Dexter. That's Dexter. He is the resident kayak gentleman that fishes Quarry all the time. And did you catch that catfish on the lure? Were you the guy that caught the catfish in the lure? Not you? You're not sexy Dexy? Yeah, see, I told you. See, you can't lie to me, man. I know it was you. But say hi.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you about that.
Tell me later. Say hi. Say hi. Hey, are you finding any in your sonar?
Not at the moment.
Ah, okay. All right, I gotta finish my recording. Okay, so that's Dexter out there. He's in a kayak, and I met him, good 2-3 years ago, and we've been good friends. We've been fishing here together. When I'm on the shore, he is out in the water, and he's caught quite a bit. Someday, I guess I can do some kayak fishing, and maybe we can do something in the channel where he can show us how to acquire, how to use kayak, and what type of particular kayak works well, and so on and so forth. Anyway, so going back to trout fishing, again, as a beginner, you start out with trout dough, then you start to add some mice tails, some power eggs, and again, I talked about adding some mini jigs as well. When the fish are actively hunting the shallows, and they're constantly moving around, mini jigs are great. When you hear that they're chasing cast masters, that means they're definitely hunting. So again, mini jigs and lures. Lures are great as well. And I wanted to do a shout out to Ken, Ken of Suburban Trout. He has nicely shared a few of his floating lures. They're actually spoons, and they're perfect. I tell you, I haven't done a whole lot, but I will be doing soon. Actually, Janet is using a few of these lures at the moment. So again, you can start using lures as well. After a while, these spoons and cast masters and rooster tails, it starts to get expensive, and similarly they get caught, on some of this weed lines. So again, every time, it's like $5, for Castmaster, and every time you get caught out there, it's gone. $5 is gone. So I tend to don't use a whole lot of spoons and any of those other products, that especially the ones that have treble hook. Okay, I like Ken's spoons, because his has a single hook, and I tell you, it's great. There's a lot of anglers out there that's using Ken's spoons and from Suburban Trout, and they're really good. Fish absolutely love them. The color, the variety, the balance, it works really well. Okay, so I get this scream and says, "Carlos, look at what I've got." So here's Janet walking in. There she is. And she used Ken's lure? Okay. What color? It's a yellow black? Huh?
The yellow one.
Okay, it was the yellow black lure. I'm telling you, let me go ahead and widen this. Show your, come here.
He's still hooked on.
Huh?
He's still hooked on.
Oh my God, that's a huge one.
Oh, he was running.
Oh my goodness, and an ultra light. Where is it? Show me. I can't even see it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Can I see? Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, Ken's lure, okay, actually works. So that's one thing also, Janet tends to move around, so she's actually chasing them as they're feeding. Was it close? Was it far?
Yeah, it was pretty close. I saw him jump, so I thought I'd throw up the lure instead of the bubble. Thought it might like.
So she's using the bubble to get far distance, and as well she's using the lure for all of this close action. But the good news is, here we go. We've got a catch. Dinner. All right, so as you can see, Janet caught a very big
I'm gonna wash him.
trout. It's gonna get washed using Ken's.
It's a trout. He's big.
Yeah, she caught it on the lure using Ken's yellow and black lure, and it's a single hook. So again, anglers, you can go ahead and start using spoons as well. And then my latest acquisition last season, when I started using trout magnet. Trout magnet is actually fun. It's like a combination of active and yet it's lazy fishing, because it uses a bobber. But the cool part is you see the bobber actually strike, all right? And so once you see that bobber goes down, you go ahead and set the hook. But anyway, so those are the things that you should arm yourself with. I had put together this little tackle kit here that includes just a few things. I use this bobber, to signal whether I have a catch. Load yourself up with a few of these barrel swivels, okay? And of course, some bullet split shots, okay? Use that also. Don't forget your hooks. I use a number 10 hook. Number 8 is the largest that I use for trout. I don't like using the treble hook, because when they swallow that, again, it's down in their throat. I don't want to mess with it. Here at Quarry, there is a lead restriction, but they also have a program that you can trade 1-for-1 lead, okay, at the kiosk. So do not use lead here at Quarry, because this is drinking water. What I do use are these steel bullet weights, okay, and again, these are what's required here at Quarry. I have other sizes, but I tend to just stock on the 3/4 ounce. If you're gonna cast short, split shots, and there are lighter bullet weights, but and I just recently removed my smaller bullet weights as well, so no need for me to carry that. Okay, I do have this multi-use tool here. Okay, just so if I grab this tackle kit and I walk away with it, I do have something. But what I do recommend is get yourself just a basic nail clipper, okay, help you clip your lines. Again, very indispensable. I carry 2 of these in my tackle bag. So anyway, again, we're fishing here at Quarry. And before I go and change my bait, I wanted to show you guys a footage of Miguel. Okay, Miguel, I met him at the pier. We've been fishing for catfish, and I've been telling him what I've been using, which is the highlighter chicken. And so one night he used sort of the same technique and the same bait. So let me show you what he did. Miguel, do you need us to net for you? You have a net? Okay, let me go. Yeah, go get it, Janet. We'll net it for you. Ah, all right. Finally, Miguel. Okay, so what what's your bait tonight? Chicken with Mexican Kool-Aid. Okay. So it's your version of highlighter chicken, huh? All right. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Finally, huh, Miguel? Yeah. Right on. All right, dude. Very nice. Ooh, I like that size. That size is good eatings. Yeah. Very good.
Right on.
All right.
Yay.
Okay guys, I guess it's a one and done kind of day. Just one tip for you guys out there who are just starting out. It's good for you to have 2 rod license. Set out 1 long rod for a bait and soak and go ahead and cast it far. And then you have one that's a short, maybe a 5-foot medium light type of rod that you essentially just cast close. Similarly, you should be able to pull out one of those rods and use a cast and retrieve technique. And that's how Janet caught that fish this morning. So anyway, again, it's a one and done kind of day, and we're done. We're gonna go ahead and take a break, have lunch and so on. So anyway, as always, come fish with us sometime. See ya.